with other things, resulting in stuff. Threading it so smooth, flipping switches like a goddamn monkey. Don't just think you know where this rabbit hole goes. Join us on this loop. Promo? Memo.
You are listening to CCAN Radio Live, playing your music and helping our community truly connect. Together, we
Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly free, bird?
Good morning, it's Tuesday, it's tasty, it's TKR, that's Francesca, and I'm Gizmo. Good morning, how are you?
Phenomenal, how are you?
I am as good, if not better, even though it's not a competition. I'm certainly winning today, last night. Oh, do we have some good news for you today? It's gonna be sweet. Get up to
Are we going to ruffle some feathers today?
Oh, there's going to be some chickens with no heads by the end of it. But,
Ooh.
you know, got to start with some funk every day. Things are evolving.
Mornings in the speakers, let that morning sunshine grow. Who needs FM when there's Francesca and Gizmo? Keep on rolling, rolling. Let that music play. Play it loud. Morning to the night.
Oh, yes, that's right. TKR Mornings. We are rolling down the road and I am flipping switches like a goddamn monkey. It's Tasty Tuesdays and we're going to ask a solid question. Do vegans find themselves morally superior because they don't eat beef?
That's a big question. That's a big question.
And secondly, to tie into yesterday and Mental Mondays, because with threading it so smooth,
Yeah.
do you think people get butthurt if you ask them if they think they feel morally superior, or is that a valid question when someone behaves in a manner that seems hypocritical?
I guess we're going to have to find out. Do you have something for us?
Yeah, I mean, here's the kicker. Gonna have to turn back time, though, because there was a hiccup yesterday. I misannounced a new single from J.R. Mason, but yeah, we're going to turn back time and play his brand new track right now.
Nice.
TKR Mornings.
Here I go, thinking about you again. I called your phone, knowing that you're not answering. I'm all alone, you're probably out with your friends, having a good time. I hope you have a good time. I miss your laugh, oh, and the smell of your hair. I miss that ass and those jeans that you always wear. Take me back to when you said you would be right here. Those were the good times, I swear those were the good times. When the sun goes down and there's no one around, do you think of me? Do you think of me? I can't sleep, I'm wide awake, thinking about the one that got away. I wish we could turn back time. I wish we could rewind. I know all the right things to say, then maybe you would've stayed. I wish we could turn back time. I'd give you all my time. I just want want you to stay, but you're the one that got away. I can't lie, I got you on my mind. It's been a while, I think that you just needed time. I miss your smile, I thought that you'd always be mine. Those were the good times, yeah, those were the good times. Where are you? I just want you to come over. Let's be honest, we might regret this when we're sober. And when the sun goes down and there's no one around, do you think of me? Do you think of me? I can't sleep, I'm wide awake, thinking about the one that got away. I wish we could turn back time, I wish we could rewind. I know all the right things to say, then maybe you would've stayed. I wish we could turn back time, I'd give you all my time. I just want you to stay, but you're the one that got away.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
Notification on my phone. You can't stand to be alone. You guys are done for good this time. Your bed's lonely, now you're sleeping in mine. I gotta say, this is getting old. You always needing someone's hand to hold. This happens to me every time. So baby, you can get in line. They all come crawling back, thinking I'll just forgive, but I'm so over that. I won't let you live in my heart and my mind. Please don't waste my time. They all come crawling back. I should've known that. They all come crawling back. I let you in, you let me down. You left your mark all over this town. I knew you'd be coming back for more. You always end up outside my door. I think I've made it pretty clear. I don't fucking want you here. Do me a favor, pack up and go and tell your girl I told you so. They all come crawling back, thinking I'll just forgive, but I'm so over that. I want to live in my heart, in my mind. Please don't waste my time. They all come crawling back. I should've known that. They all come crawling back. You lost me, now you lost me. First you hate me, then you love me. I should've changed my number so that you just have to wonder if I still feel the same, even remember your name. I'm not playing this game. They all come crawling back, but I'm too grown for that. I want to live in my heart, in my mind. Please don't waste my time. They all come crawling back. I should've known that. They all come crawling back.
Love that song. So good.
That song.
TKR
Who
Mornings.
keeps coming back?
Ah, yes. Kayla Andro, now known as Alec, one of the first songs we actually played on this amazing, cool radio station, CCAN Radio, which stands for the Content Creator and Artist Network. And tomorrow we'll talk about that and branding and what it means in the artist world. But it's Tuesdays, Tasty Tuesdays. What is your go-to breakfast food, Francesca?
Coffee.
It's not
Can't
really a
have enough
food.
coffee.
That's not a food. That's a drink. Come on. Clearly, you've not had enough coffee. Try
I
again.
know, I was trying to dodge the question.
No,
you know what?
no, absolutely
No,
not.
no.
No dodging questions. You witnessed dodging questions, and it leads into moral superiority.
I'm an expert at dodging questions. Okay. I'm not a huge breakfast person throughout the week. On a Sunday though, I love to go out to a nice breakfast place and have a nice sit down and enjoy some coffee with pancakes or what have you.
Okay,
But
so there is a
throughout the
food
week,
substance
I'd
then.
say- Sorry?
I said, so there is a food substance, because you went, well, I don't really do breakfast during the week, but on a Sunday, I like to go out, and the first thing you listed again was coffee. I'm like, is that all?
Well,
Is that all
that's
you
the first
consume?
thing you order. That's the see now. You want to play with my words, Gizmo? Okay.
Oh yeah, playing with words is fun.
Well, it is the first thing you order, right? They give you some water, and then they ask you what would you like to drink, right? And then you order some pancakes and blueberries, and you have a good day.
Here are your pancakes and blueberries.
But
Have a good
throughout
day.
the week, I think I just snack a lot in the morning, like some cookies and coffee, very light. I don't really get hungry. I know that's so bad. It shouldn't be based on when you get hungry, because that's a bad response. But I guess I'm just so busy.
No. Okay. So, just the threading of this week is getting better and better and better. The concept of busy we'll be discussing on Thursdays when we're discussing sort of technology, how it can help us, and the impact it has on finances. So we're doing very, very well this morning. I would say.
How about you? What do you eat for breakfast, Mr. Big Breakfast?
Well, I mean, I eat breakfast every single day because breakfast means to break the fast of sleep. So technically, the first meal you eat is always breakfast. But I'm just being pedantic.
I think that is a amalgamation of the words, though. So when do you break your fast? I think that's the real question.
Oh, so yeah, well, you break the fast the second you put food in that hole in your face.
So
right?
breakfast, when you ask me, do I have breakfast? I'm thinking anywhere from 4:00 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. Am I eating? No, not really. Maybe some cookies. But do you eat before that in that period?
Oh, okay. Now, we're tearing apart what was like oh, do you like bacon and eggs? To a multi-dimensional. Well, what's the context? Are you working every day of the week, or are you on a holiday week where it's like 5 o'clock somewhere and you're probably having a margarita on a beach? So, okay. I mean, if we're looking at traditional breakfast, it's morning time, pancake and eggs. On the most part, cereal because it's quick and it's easy. But Sundays, either I like a fry up or brunch. Brunch is always good. Go out at 11. Eat a ton of food till about 2, and then nap for the rest of the day.
And nap for the rest of the day. I love it.
Yep, food coma.
So you do eat. You're just not eating between 7 to 9 because that's when the show is, unless you're snacking when the music is on.
That may be a thing that happens.
That's a thing, guys.
That is absolutely a thing. Occasionally it's cold pizza. It really depends on time of day, but yeah.
At least you're eating, though. There's nothing wrong with that. At least you're getting something in your stomach, right?
Yeah, food is good. Food fuels my energy, especially the breakfast cereals laden with crap ton of sugar. Those are the best, like Frosties and Nesquik. Yeah, I mean, they're terrible for my teeth.
Flakes? Oh, we gotta talk about this. What kind of cereal do you eat?
All of the wrong kinds. That's the type of cereal.
All the child kinds?
Yeah. Wait, well, yes, all of the wrong kinds. The
eye level of an adult?
Yes, the ones that they give to our children, pump them full of sugar first thing in the morning, and then wonder why at school they can't sit still and pay attention because they're hyperactive on sugar.
Where the bunny rabbit is looking down at the kid.
Here, have some Ritalin, that'll fix it. No, just stop pumping them full of sugar. Okay, well, you know what? Before I get too ranty, we're going to go into 15 minutes of non-stop music videos. Yes, that's the best way to go. This is TKR Mornings. Who are we going to go with? Oh, yes, Baby Goats.
The baby goats.
I guess you could have baby goat for breakfast.
Ooh.
What you gonna do? The sun is close to you. There's no need to pretend. 'Cause you're gonna burn a little on the face of it. On the dance floor. There could be no more. 'Cause that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. I guess I shouldn't bother, but my love is making me follow you. You give me two shakes till I'm wide awake, and I can't take it no more. I guess I shouldn't bother, but my love is making me follow you. You give me two shakes till I'm wide awake. Oh, this much is true. You're so beautiful. I'm getting closer to landing in the place where I always want to be, on the dance floor. Or maybe just a little more. No permission denied. Parameter is missing, a connection I don't know. I guess I shouldn't bother, but my love is making me follow you. You give me two shakes till I'm wide awake, and I can't take it no more. I guess I shouldn't bother, but my love is making me follow you. You give me two shakes till I'm wide awake, and I can't take it. Please give me one more time. Please give me one So what you gonna do? 'Cause I can't take it no more. Hey, what you gonna do? 'Cause I can't take it no more. Hey, what you gonna do? 'Cause I can't take it no more. Hey, what you gonna do? 'Cause I can't take it no more. Hey.
You came into my life as the snow disappeared. You helped me get through my struggles and all my fears. You were there for me when there was no one else. You gave me purpose, taught me how to be myself. I thought that we were meant to be, but you were not what I believed. I thought with you was where I belonged, but you had to prove me wrong. Now
mirror is staring me back in my face. I'm all backed up with indecision. Yeah. Last summer shit taking me on a crazy race. Don't know what I'm killing myself for. Been surviving this long on dangerously low gasoline. If I'm the one controlling my body, was it always feel like my body is controlling me? Tomorrow, get some good sleep. Right now, get something to eat. How dumb you only come and call when you need me. That girl I'm talking to, my happiness depends on you. How dumb you only come and call when it's good for you. I'm not in touch with my mind, and it gets harder and harder to write. No, by myself all the time, circulating air over and over inside. Tomorrow, get some good sleep. Right now, get something to eat. How dumb you only come and call when you need me. That girl I'm talking to, my happiness depends on you. How dumb you only come and call when it's good for you.
Oh, yes. Everybody loves some good sax in the morning. That is Enrose. So good. So good. You know what it's time for?
Doing a groove, right?
Oh, so in a groove. Honestly, I could listen to her play saxophone non-stop. Absolutely incredible. Gary Rose
Beautiful.
out of Enrose. So good. You know what it's time for? It is time for good news. Because it is.
What do you got for us today?
I have all of the things. Okay, we have much good news. I'm going to actually start with turning down my microphone a little because I've been learning how to take clips and get it done in the time that the music plays to try and increase.
He's working hard.
Well, actually, I'm actually doing stuff, not just scratching my balls as you do. My golf balls, because they're dirty and they need cleaning. But,
Okay. We're keeping it clean, all right.
well, yeah, I mean, Bucky's clearly being lazy today. He texts me at 6 o'clock. He's like, "You up for golf?" I'm like, "Golf at 6? Normally, yeah, but buddy, like, shouldn't you be doing stuff to help me get ready for Friday?" He's like, "Well, no, because I've got a competition coming up." I'm like, well, great. It's great that you can hit a wonderful 22-yard shot cleanly into the hole, but it ain't helping me. And that's what counts. No. He'll get a kick out of that when he listens. But I digress.
You're a little sassy to your friends. This is the real Gizmo off camera.
Sassy or cleverly linked with sound. Because something happened, and it's very good news, yesterday. Monday night, Vibing with Jay is live, cool, on Instagram on a Monday night. And I've been trying to check in on his stream and his live show, and I finally got around to it. And holy bananas, he had the coolest sound. Sorry, the coolest sound. Well, the music was great, but the coolest toy. He did an unboxing video. The first one I'd actually ever watched.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got so excited. I think I basically ran into his show being like, I need this now. So he had these microphones that he was testing out in his live stream. And I was actually working with him, did some videos like trying to help the community because we both like the same things. And it got to the point of I actually realized that he was already a member of the CCAN community. He'd just forgotten.
He's already a member.
Yeah, he's already a member of the Discord group. And I'd forgotten he's actually one of the guys hosting and doing the panels for Friday night for the Toronto Musicians Hub Industry Night. So it got to that point. I'm like, I went to order some of these microphones, really good price. However, there's a 2-week waiting list for them right now. But the way he tested is like live stream, plug and play, boom, Bob's your uncle. They were really, really good. So what we're going to do on Friday is we're going to basically collaborate that day. There's a lot of artists there, and we're going to test out the microphones in a sort of a live environment, see how they do, and do some live streaming of the show, because why would we not, right? Get to basically,
let's have him on the show.
Yeah, it's one of those FOMO Mimo moments. Obviously, Mimo means miss it, miss out.
Miss it, miss out. I like that.
It is FOMO. Yeah, that's the
FOMO.
I don't know how these keep happening, but it's tied to branding, which isn't the topic of conversation, but also technically is. But I'm just looking for something very, very quickly. The only thing I'm slightly behind on, because I just finished it and I wanted to play it now. As good news, because it's all lovely and wonderfully linked, because I'm quite...
Good news? What else you got?
Well, it's related to... I keep mentioning this Toronto Musicians Hub, right? And, like, I know they're sponsoring, like, something, and it hasn't been exactly clear, mainly because they're really busy getting ready for Friday. We're really busy getting ready for Friday, and we're also, mid doing these things, decided, you know what? Let's partner up. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. Let's do the thing that we know we're best at. So, absolutely, really, 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 really excited to announce TKR Mornings, CCM Radios, and Unity 314 official partnership with the Toronto Musician Hub Network.
Very nice.
I'm
That's
so happy
awesome.
we ran into these people. So excited to actually meet them in person. So, in that vein, sit back and enjoy this to welcome them to the family.
Welcome.
Toronto Musicians Hub, sponsoring TKR Spotlight, Totally Killer Records. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together, don't you, Francesca?
Yeah, I wonder who came up with that name, TKR.
Oh, actually, the TKR was, in fact, well, the Kindness Revolution was a concept idea by my now ex-fiance, and Bucky, when he first saw this hat, he was like, oh, what's that stand for? Totally Killer Records? And I went, I'm going to make a note of this. That was about 6-7 months ago. But, yeah, here we are, right?
Makes sense for both of them. I like that.
Yes. He's probably now owed $1 bazillion in royalties. And he comes out with the most cracking lines, which I've been putting in my phone as notes over and over and over again. And they're all eventually I'm going to turn into t-shirts because they're hysterical. So, I mean, some a little crude, and there are some you've got to actually have some serious intelligence to get what's being said. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he has the time to do it. Especially considering he's got time to play golf, and it's not like that is a great thing to do. So, yeah, good news,
If you got time
right?
to play golf, you got all the time in the world, I think.
Yes, absolutely. And at this time of year, when all those golf balls are on the ground, hidden in the leaves, and you're going into the shrubbery, you know what happens? Well, adventure awaits. King Lassie. TKR Mornings.
Nice.
What? I don't know. Crushing it!
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
We've returned to the ways of witches being burnt at the stake. People who preach their faith in Jesus get locked up in a cage. Everywhere I turn I see nothing but murder and rape. Nobody works cause if they sit and sulk enough they'll get paid. I think it's safe to say we're done with the days when life was simpler. We laughed at Mother Nature as we denied and crippled her. Hate's the mistress, we doubled down on then tripled her. The search for answers left us with more questions than the riddler. How's about you riddle me this, kids? If this is the most advanced that we've ever been, why is it this pish? Everything's a simulated parody version of his former self, and those who made it happen can rot in hell. Praise the machines, practice the ways of the beast, or you can perish in the parish as you pray with a priest. To say the least, it isn't fair, nothing left but despair. Don't even get the butterflies anymore. Bye bye butterflies, bye bye my youth. I lost my optimism, all that's left is the truth. We used to have memories, now we've got proof. It's enough to cry. Bye bye butterflies, bye bye butterflies, bye bye my youth. I lost my optimism, all that's left is the truth. We used to have memories, now we've got proof. It's enough to cry. Bye bye butterflies.
I had to turn my back from the pack, cause a massive SUV and a big TV. Now I'm feeling that, trying to walk my path and stay in my lane, while all the ads and media say that I made a mistake. But the story is fake, you get your best face for selfies, demons at bay and tablets to stay healthy. Just be normal, don't think about the big lies, chase the next dopamine hit on your device. And sometimes I like me silence, couldn't give a fuck about who's shagging who on latest Love Island, or what footy team are winning this week. Making consuming all the time is straight making you weak. Sitting in the cave, staring down at the inner world, fucking with the power of creation, speaking magic words. Nah, messing mate, I mean that literally. As above, so below and off into infinity.
Bye bye butterflies, bye bye my youth. I lost my optimism, all that's left is the truth. We used to have memories, now we've got proof. It's enough to cry. Bye bye butterflies, bye bye butterflies, bye bye my youth. I lost my optimism, all that's left is the truth. We used to have memories, now we've got proof. It's enough to cry. Bye bye butterflies. Used to value morals, knew you'd be a fool to trust me. Used to fall in love with everybody, knew you all disgust me. Even when I meet a pretty girl that I like, I can slowly see humanity extinguishing her light. Cause she wants to save the world and the trees, but all the people care about is the birds and the bees. And she just wants to love who she meets, but she's realising everybody sucks on their knees. Living this life full of you desolate, sobbing on the floor. Everybody's beautiful and rotten to the core. They say it never rains, but it's proper gonna pour. Climb the stairway to heaven, now I'm knocking on its door. I didn't need the times to change for my mind to change, but I've had my moral compass set since the 90s. They don't even believe half of the memorised lines they say, waving my life away.
We want to go home to where it didn't hurt and never does. Without pain, there's no birth of consciousness. With rain from your eyes to water the memories, the clouds in your sky become the flower of melody. Without hearts to break, there'd be no humanity. Without hearing trauma and witnessing tragedy, we'd seek no healing or remedy. Without tired limbs to climb above the valley, there'd be no visions or poetic majesty. No songs of fire to inspire ecstasy, touch a dimension we cannot see. Without the darkness of night, we strike no light to guide the footsteps of strangers. Yearning for peace, but we're forced to fight. Without terror, we'd never brave danger.
Bye bye butterfly.
We don't take no L. I'm never chasing love. Nope. I'm the loving type. Yeah. Chilling so much you would say I float like butterflies. Okay. And if I had a lady, you know that we'll synchronize. Cause my heart is always singing, now let it harmonize. Right. I don't be wasting time. Nope. I stay living my way. They say they smell the flowers, so I got a few bouquets. Friday through Thursday, I'll treat it like it's my only day. Got my ticket, I'm with it. I'm hopping on that YOLO train. Working and party, I go for speed of Bugattis. That's me enjoying my day. I'm not here for the glory, I'm just glad to see mornings I am living today. And you cannot kill my shine when I know it's my time. I stay ready, I don't envy when I know who am I. So watch me take it to a level while I press on the pedal and I hide that, balance my lows. Always feeling special, that's the goal. I live my life, Lord, take my soul.
Living for the day, hey. Never for tomorrow. From the sun to the rain, hey. Let it smile through your soul. This is my beach vibe. Right. Come on and catch my flow. Miami heat tide. You cannot steal my glow, cause I'll be on my growth. This is my heart and soul. Party by myself that it is hard to have some self-control. But I should let you know, I'm on my beauty tip. Self-loving that you couldn't even go and grant my wish. And that's my drip. Haters proceed to trip. Can't do it like me since I am the one who flipped the script. When I got me, I don't need no man. That's my film. Watch the star advance. Baby, understand, you can't do my dance. Relax, my love, watch me on demand. This is my new beginning, and I pass where you begin. There is no other, don't bother, I am the best of men. They call me my C, but stick to my CL. My presence worth it, and I never undersell. Living for the day, never for tomorrow. From the sun to the rain, let it smile through your soul. living for today, never for tomorrow. From the sun to the rain, gotta smile through your sorrows. No matter if it's high or low, gotta go with the flow like oh. Take it to the sky right now. Picture us in the clouds singing oh.
Alright. When are you living? Alright, we good now?
That's a wrap.
It's 7:47. Ooh, close enough. This is TKR Events Guide, sponsored by Hot Ink, who's got a brand new website. Yes. She's hot and she inks. Well, yes, but it's a really clever name because obviously the concept of like hot ink because it's fresh and things like that. Whatever. Whatever you want it to mean. This monkey is flipping switches, but certainly forgetting buttons. Yes, I did say that.
He's blushing, guys. He's blushing.
Well, no, you know what the funny thing is? They only heard me. They didn't hear you. So
What?
I'm curious as to what that actually came out across
Okay,
as.
we need someone. Oh gosh.
Bucky,
We need...
where is he?
Someone's gonna be a lip reader, whether you like it or not.
Well,
Someone's gonna be a lip reader and play it back.
Oh, you know what? I found a way that that will be resolved. I've just noticed a new setting. There's lots and lots of things. Well, you know what?
Wait, are you joking or are you serious?
Well, I mean, it's.
Was I muted for real when you asked
Yeah,
me?
no, you were actually muted. So I said what I said.
Wow,
They didn't catch
every
what you
best
said.
moment has to be muted. Wow.
You know,
Okay.
you know what they say.
Alright,
Free
noted.
speech isn't free. All about censorship, right? I'm entitled to my opinions.
Hot Ink, he likes you.
Oh, she's known that for 20 years. That's nothing new. No,
Oh,
no, she's incredible friend, and yeah, no, her artwork is incredibly hot. Like, such a talented artist, and the fact that she can do it in ink, but not only that, do it on herself as practice. Like the she's like, if you go to @hot1, the number 1 NK, as in hot ink, on Instagram and check out some of her work, you will be utterly blown away by it.
Yeah.
It's the one thing
No,
I've
she has
never
great
got.
work.
I've never got a tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I got one, my mother would have kittens. It's probably about the only thing in life I haven't done to annoy her. Hey, there's always
Are
something,
you
right?
one of those people that say, "Oh if I tell my dad finds out about this, he's gonna have a cow."
No, I mean, when I got my ear pierced at 19, they didn't know, and then I was wearing a hat inside, and they're like, take it off. I'm like, no, because I was trying to hide it. And
Right.
my dad's like, oh, stop being so disrespectful. And like, clips me round the ear, not knowing the freshly pierced ears. I'm like, ah!
Oh my
like,
gosh.
What? I barely touched you. I'm like, yeah. And he took the thing off. He's like, you're an idiot. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe.
You're an idiot.
But here's the kicker.
But they're just pierced ears. Not a
Well,
big
yeah,
deal,
the thing
right?
with like, what's a tattoo gonna get? And this is just generalization now. Like, what's the point in a tattoo? You don't do anything with them. It's like, okay,
You won't be able to
Barbara,
find a job.
yeah, like, but like the boomer Barbara, she's got an entire cabinet full of chinaware and plates she never uses. So really,
Who gives a damn?
yeah. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Shirley, you can't be serious. Yes, I am, and stop calling me Shirley.
Is that all you have? Do you have any tattoos? No.
No. However, I have an idea for if I was to ever get one. I first
Yeah,
need to
yeah. We
go-
always
I
have these
first need-
ideas. We're like, if there's a chance.
Well, I mean, here's the kicker. Like, first I'd need to go to the gym because there needs to be more
Sure.
of me because it's quite an epic design. But I said, if I was to ever do it, based on the fact that it will piss my mother off something shocking. I don't want to do that. I try and keep her happy. And I mean, I don't think I want a tattoo, but if we could raise, I don't know, a shed load of money in beforehand, then we've agreed to do this if we go ahead with it, that if we raise X amount of money for whatever charity or cause and the Kindness Revolution, she will do the tattoo on me and we'll do it live, and we'll make a big thing about it.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I want to see that. Okay, how much money you want?
I mean,
Take
okay.
my money.
Yeah, right, okay. We'll start the... It's not even bidding.
We'll start the bid at.
Okay, see? Okay, well, you know what we'll do? New events. We haven't even got to the events because I got little sidetracked, but that's okay. That's what the countdown week is for. Getting all of the little last-minute flippity switches out of the way. I mean, I'm going to say this right now to somebody who I can't remember who it is. My phone's been blown out. I've been getting calls on Instagram now, people trying to connect with us, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But I need to organise a little better because I've got 6 different Instagram accounts, Facebook, YouTube, and I'm losing track of all of these different people. It's so I need to streamline. Gonna streamline. And basically, if you're serious at collaborating, call my cell phone number, which I will provide to you, because I found you got a voice note from me yesterday, didn't you, Francesca?
I left a voice note?
No, I gave you did you not listen to my voice note yesterday?
Yeah, I did see some of the voice notes, yes. There's a lot of shit from your way. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up.
Yes, I do move at 1 billion miles a second. But yeah, it's basically the voice note was the amount of texting and messaging I'm doing on my phone now is getting too much. It's now getting in the way of things. To begin with, it was like, okay, well, I'm engaging, I'm getting things going. But now it's more of the case, I'm not reaching out as much. People are coming to us. And
that's good.
I'm like, well, okay, this is great. But some people, I don't think, realize that if you're going to come, let's get this done, let's get it done now, boom. Do it now, not later.
Yeah.
So if I literally respond back to you within 30 seconds of your message and you disappear for a couple of hours or a couple of days, someone else's, a bunch of other messages pushed yours out of the way.
Yeah.
And while I'd like to keep track of it, and eventually I do come back to these things.
It's not about who's first come, first serve. It's about who wants it the most. That's
Nail on the head, Francesca. Right there.
How bad do you want it? If you want it, you gotta
get it.
You gotta come get it.
You gotta come get it.
Is there a song name for that?
But to get this, you gotta give us your time, because that's the only way we can help you. Is if you give your time equally as to what we're giving to you. It's a whole give thing. If we give, you give, everybody gives. Nobody's taking, but everybody's getting. It's a much better way of doing things. And this is why the Kindness Revolution exists. So organisation is certainly something that will be an event that happens for me eventually. The major event that is the point is the Toronto Musicians Hub Music Industry Night this Friday at Level Up Studios, 7 till 10. You can go to their Instagram, Toronto Musicians Hub, click on the link, get your tickets in advance for Friday, and if you use the code TKR, you get $5 off. Win!
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win. A win-win-win. Gotta love it.
Use the code.
Use the codes. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Right, well, speeding along with the day, it's all about food. Yes, segueing. Yeah. So, was on Threads, and one of the key things that were obviously about getting people to come to you is engagement, and genuine engagement. Right. And for me personally, asking questions because someone made a post on a public discussion forum seems the best way to engage, right? Like, don't assume anything.
Right.
So there was this person who basically went, you you know what did he say? You know what? I'm gonna get. You know what?
His brain is scrambled. He can't handle it right now.
I keep getting really
What
excited.
happened?
I keep thinking about Friday and how awesome it's going to be, and it's distracting. So I keep doing all of these things. Oh, excellent! I've done ridiculous things over here too. Oh yes, there goes the squirrel. You know what? It's probably because I'm always in the boozer. Yeah, done it again. Excellent. Canyon Riders, TKR Mornings. Oh, that was a good save. At least my ego thinks so.
It's up early, late at night. He's working 9 to 5, but he's a boozer. He's a boozer. He's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time. He's got secrets, a lot of lies. Got messy hair and bloodshot eyes. Well, he's a boozer. He's a boozer. He's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time. He's a friend of yours, he's a friend of mine. Half a gallon and a burgundy wine. Well, he's a boozer. He's a boozer. Well, he's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time. Well, I got one scotch, 2 or 3. They tell you, baby, don't you worry about me. Well, he's a boozer. Well, he's a boozer. Well, he's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time. He's got front row seats at the local bar. Around there, the people call him a star. Well, he's a boozer. He's a boozer. He's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time. Well, he's a big-hearted, lonely man. Prays on Sunday that old Bruce can. Well, he's a boozer. He's a boozer. Well, he's a midnight loser. He's out here wasting time.
I wake up in the morning, pour myself a coffee, and think of all the things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the gym before it's 9 a.m. Hell, I might even catch up on the news. Not gonna drink, not gonna smoke, not gonna keep checking my phone for a message that he'll probably never send. But the day gets too long, and the night just gets longer, and I try to be strong, but time's always stronger. Those seconds turn to minutes, turn to hours, dragging on. the day gets too long, and the night just gets longer, and I try to be strong, but time's always stronger. Those seconds turn to minutes, turn to hours, dragging on. Just when I start to feel okay, I remember that you're gone. The day is too long. The day is too long. The day is too long. The day is too long.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
It's 8 o'clock. Someone's got an opinion. We're going to read it. It's going to be read it. And we're going to be threading it.
Through the dark, a color show. One by one, we lift the veil. For the voices they dismiss. Lost in stories never told. The whispers of the past we can't hide. In shadows, the truth unfolds. Marching onward with our dreams anew. Dream toward a star.
Read it. Read it. Thread it. Oh, yes.
You finally got it.
Yeah, I think we're getting better at it. I think we're doing well there. So threads
So.
is basically where this CCAM radio part of everything that I'm doing started. And interestingly enough, it's very good for it's actually a really, really decent it's basically a really good version of Reddit. I've tried Reddit. We're actually now on Reddit again, but I was like, okay, well, we're doing engagement, and because it was sort of Mental Mondays, we were looking at sort of the discussions thread when it comes to mental health and kindness and things like that. And the post basically went, and I'm going to read it here because, again, I'm doing a bazillion things at once.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh no! We've been blocked. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay. So that's fast. So in answer to the question,
Summarize.
Basically, they were talking about themselves as a therapist that basically came.
Wait, you've been blocked. I haven't.
Yeah,
been
no,
blocked.
this bloke blocked us, this therapist, because he basically went, oh well, when people say there isn't politics in my ethical code of conduct, they should know better. And I'm like, okay, well, open public forum for discussion. I'm going to ask some questions because I was curious as to what he meant, and it did come across as a little sort of paradoxical. And so I asked these three questions. One was, should we? Question mark. Two was, what are they? And three was, does this make you feel like you're morally superior?
Yeah.
His response was, well, that's a weird response. Well, at this point, my sort of tongue-in-cheek humor that comes out, I'm like, yes, it was a very weird response. The response you just gave to three questions. And this conversation basically went on was on the attack the entire time, going, well, it's taking multiple people of you to troll a therapist. And I'm like, we're not trying to troll anybody. We're pointing out logically, this is an open discussions threads. Like, we're trying to engage with a therapist, someone who calls themselves neurologically spicy.
Are you gonna air that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I found him.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, spicy is the wrong word. I mean, it's about as spicy as 18th century British cooking.
So the kicker here is that he is so-called a counselor. And this is, guys, just so you know, I was on the route of becoming a therapist as well. So just keep that in mind that I did go to school for this. But it's interesting that for someone who has completed that path and is taking on appointments, hold an intelligent conversation. Like, why can't you respond in a little bit of an intellectual way? Why did he have to be on the defensive side? Why did he have to get insulted, offended? People like to get offended over here.
How? And the question is like, how? And here's the irony: by blocking me and not answering 3 very simple questions, he does think he's morally superior to me. And cool,
True.
Okay, it really doesn't. What bothers me is like, I still don't know. I really want to know what he meant by his original statement. And then people went utterly bananas.
Yeah.
And considering
I'm trying to find it.
Oh no, you won't be able to now. Like, I think he may have even
for
removed
me?
the post. Yeah, he probably blocked
Oh,
me
he
too.
removed the post.
But it was shocking. So, and I use this because now, read it, Reddit, thread it. You had some questions for me about sort of the moral superiority of sort of the vegan conversation and sort of tying that into yesterday's, and it's one of those nice little segues that happened accidentally for us. So, floor's yours, my
Yeah,
dear.
so I mean, there's a lot of different ways that we can kind of develop a conversation, kind of going off of what you were saying about them having a little bit of a moral superiority. They seem kind of be part of this group of like, I'm better than you and this and that, and being very like touchy and very sensitive. That's the word I'm trying to find. So, you know, there's different ways that they like to pull these conversations. So one of them being, do you consider ethical or environmental impacts when making food choices? Let me ask you that first, Gizmo.
Yes, I do consider them. I don't
Always, sometimes, rarely, or never?
Always consider them. I don't always
Really?
act on them. Sometimes I'll buy the thing that I know, the avocado that I know is terribly, like, it's got a huge carbon footprint. But I occasionally like avocado on toast.
Thinking about avocados, I was honestly thinking about the meat section.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it horrible to buy avocados now? Do they have feelings too? Oh, God.
No, it's more the fact that they grow. You don't grow them in Canada, right? They grow in Mexico.
No.
So to ship an avocado from Mexico to here in winter, it's going to obviously cost quite a bit of money. It's going to use a lot of fuel.
Right.
So I know it's bad, and I do consider these things, which is why I don't have them often. I'll have them once in a while, right? Or if I'm on a holiday or somewhere where they're grown naturally, yeah, no, I'll eat them till I'm.
But topic is about veganism, and their main thing is not to have animals. You cannot have fruits and vegetables either. What are you supposed to eat?
Well, here's the thing. It's like, okay, you're being morally superior because you a lot of them have the argument of, well, look at how they're treated in the big factory farms. Like, my ex-fiance was a vegan, and she showed me that.
Okay, this is why this is a sensitive issue.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't care. She showed me the thing called Dominion, which was this sort of behind-the-scenes sort of what do you call it? Expose on big factory farms and how really poorly the animals are treated as they go for sort of mass culling to be turned into burgers and whatever. And I didn't want to watch it because I knew exactly what happened. But it was over and over again. Please watch this. As trying to be like, see, this is how terrible you are because every time you eat a burger from the store, this is what's happening. I'm like, well, I've known this forever, but there's like, it's difficult. I need to eat, and these factory produced items are generally cheaper because of the mass production. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, I'm more for spending that little bit more and buying local. Support your local farms, support your local farmers market, support your local butcher, because you're getting meat that hasn't been like gone through the ringer, as it were. And so that then goes down to, okay, so I'm still eating the animals, but they're being treated before they're turned into food. So that is kind of my, okay, well, vegans, I see what you're saying, and I'm willing to sort of compromise to help the overall issue that you're fighting for. Because don't get me wrong, the animal treatment side of their argument, I get it. Like, I'm not against that. But it then goes too far. It becomes extreme. When you then try and ask questions or you counter what they're saying and they don't have any facts to back it up, that's when it goes wrong. That's when this sort of, I'm offended, I feel attacked because someone's
blocked.
I'm being questioned. Oh no, that means like I'm being questioned, and then people, does it matter if
you're not even allowed to have a discussion? You got blocked.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't disrespect him in any way. You were just engaging on conversation. I saw the thread a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, then that's the thing. I wasn't being disrespectful. I mean, I've after getting a little frustrated, I did obviously say he wasn't neurologically spicy. He was more like a bland potato. But I mean, I don't think that was a mean thing to say, considering he'd already called me weird twice and called me a troll, and he's a therapist. I fairness, calling him a bland potato was the
maybe he's a
thing
fake therapist. I mean, I call myself a therapist. I'm not really licensed, but people
there's
get in touch with
people who say they're like, oh, I'm a mental health expert, or I'm mental health. Okay, there's a difference between being an expert and a professional licensed therapist and counselor to
100%.
Someone who's done a lot of shadow work. Oh, good for you. We're going to be talking about that.
I don't
think
I've done any shadow work. I've just been through a lot of shit.
Oh well, yes. Well, and that's the thing. It's facing the dark side of yourself. I find just don't look at it and brush it under the rug. It's fine. Move on. Put a smile on it. But let's face it. Every time.
So how are we supposed to solve an issue if you're trying to like interact with someone who has these kind of thoughts and ideas, but you can't even engage in conversation with them? That is the real problem. It's kind of like those people that they're the ones that need to go to therapy the most, but they're not going at all. You're the one that's gonna need therapy more than them, and you're willing to go, but they're not. But they're the cause of the problem. She's kind of like doing that.
Oh my goodness! I think I broke Francesca. Goodness. Yeah. No, I totally see what you mean. I mean.
Sorry, my brain is just like.
You know what? We're gonna let you go after the vegans. They can get a taste of you. This is Clay on TKR Mornings. This is Read It, Thread It. Oh yes, that was a tasty one.
Draw in close to me. Don't wait. Wrap your arms around me. The taste of you is sweet. It pulls me underneath. You are my gravity. I never want to lose this feeling. Right here, let it go. You say
yes. Live a little. The baby goats. Live a little. Yeah, absolutely. Live a little. Eat a pig. No.
You need to live a little.
Yes, absolutely.
Vegans live a little.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Obviously, the environmental impacts of veganism aren't as good as like it's like, oh well, it's so much better for the planet too if you don't eat meat because you've got all these cows and things. You can turn like the pasture into sort of whatever. You can grow soy, but the trouble is the land that you have pasture like for cows and sheep and these things isn't good for growing crops. So it would just be then open wasted land, and then you'd have all of these cows wandering around that you'd have to feed. Because what are you going to do when you stop eating? If you get the whole planet to stop eating meat?
There's certain
there's
types
hundreds
of
of
land
millions
that
of cows everywhere.
You can't use to build on, and you can't use to crop on. Like there's certain areas that's in the design documents that is just a legal requirement. You can't build here. It's it. It's a permit that says you cannot build here.
Well, no, absolutely. And I mean, you look at Brazil and the rainforest, the deforestation there. It's for agriculture, for farmland. They're stripping down. Why? Because the vegans want their soy meat like bollocks that is just so bad for you. And I mean, if you're gonna eat vegetables and eat local vegetables. Because remember, like if you're still eating these peaches in a plastic cup that were grown in Mexico, flown to Thailand, packaged, processed, and then shipped to Canada, when you can get fresh peaches in Guelph in Ontario, and they're selling them in for fuck's sake. So yeah, I try not to think about it too much.
You can get peaches if you just turn around.
Oh, hello, cheeky.
I'm having a little bit of fun this morning.
Oh dear, that's absolutely genius.
It's right there. Not too far.
Not too far. I just got a message here. Someone's like, when it comes to do they consider ethical environmental impacts? They're like, I'm aware of the issues, but I find it hard to put them first, essentially. So.
Put them first.
Yeah, and I would assume that comes down to sort of the cost, right? Like when you're getting, for some reason, like when you buy the local produce in grocery stores, it's marked up because it's organic and it's fresh, and the farmers are getting fucked.
Bullshit. Yep.
Yeah, they're not getting what they deserve. And I'm like, well, if you're going to spend that much on a potato, just like, and you're going to have to drive, consider all the aspects. Okay, a lot of people live in the suburbs, so what? 20-minute drive into the city to a big box store, maybe even more. Well, why not go the other way out of the city to your nearest local farm? Go and buy the food from it. If you're willing to spend stupid money, how about you spend stupid money and cut out the middleman of the grocery store, because you're still, and actually cars are more fuel efficient and produce less stuff into the atmosphere and use less fuel on highways and long distance journeys. When they're stop, start, that's where the fuel economy goes. My car on the highway, 900 kilometers on a 55-litre tank. Incredible. In the city, I mean, I might as well just go to the gas pump and just like put it down back in the tank, right? It goes so quickly. So yeah, are you considering all of these things, everybody, when you go to the grocery store? Is that at the forefront of your mind when you're in the store?
I think it even comes down to like a simple question, like just any little thing that you
buy. No,
like,
I don't want questions. I'm offended. Stop that, Francesca. No, please. And if people are just tuning in.
This is interesting because your ex-fiance being a vegan activist, but you are still aware of that situation and you are completely against it. So that's really interesting that you actually were with someone that does support the veganism, but you're like, no, it doesn't make sense. So usually people, they kind of like, you know, they get along and they like each other, like their thoughts, but you're like, no, it doesn't make sense. Like what happens when somebody buys a water bottle? Do they think about the environment, how they're letting a chain go around the earth 10,000 times? No.
No, absolutely. It's interesting though because I'm decided. I'm like, you know what? I can't bash veganism completely until I've tried it. And I did go vegan for about two and a half. Yeah, I did. I went vegan for about 2.5 weeks, and it was the most like I lost weight. It was really because I was doing like building a garden and doing all of these things, but I lost a bunch of weight and all of this stuff, and it was like I wasn't getting what I needed. Like my hair was actually falling out a little more than it would normally. My hair's quite thick, but I had something I call the PPT, the pandemic ponytail. I had hair down to
Really?
Yeah.
Go get your hair cut?
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I still need to get that done for Friday. And yeah, no, it was one of those things where I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. So I went, okay, well, I'll go vegetarian and fish. And she's like, the trouble was she loved bacon. She loved the smell of a steak and all of these things, but she would adamantly not eat it because she thought, if I don't eat it, at least one person is doing something. And I mean, it's honourable, it's ethical, but there was some sort of moral superiority complex that came with on
did you felt better than everyone when you're like, I'm vegan? Yeah.
I mean, I felt better when I started having a full diet, like put the eggs back in, put the protein back in, balance it out, have all of the foods, be the omnivore, because why do you think we've got the multiple sets of teeth? We've got teeth for chewing down, like crushing up the vegetables, and then we've got the ones to tear, chew.
We have the incisors and the canines and the molars. Yeah, why do we have everything?
Oh, it's like, okay, a lot of people out there seem to think they know more than evolution. So I got my Facebook PhD. I know more than Darwin. No, you don't.
Darwin. I love Darwinian history.
Have you ever heard of the Darwin Awards?
The Darwin Woods?
The Darwin Awards.
No. Awards? No.
Oh, well, okay. If there's time today, we will. I will explain that to you. But let's go back.
Secret segment. Secret segment.
Oh, secret segment, so we can charge people money to listen to us talk even more crap. Okay, so we also asked the question in the polls: what reason do you most often hear from vegans? Obviously, we just discussed health benefits and animal welfare and environmental, but someone actually put that's like, oh, my personal beliefs, like I want to reduce suffering in any form, plus I'm also religious and my religion doesn't allow me to eat this meat. So they were like, well, if I'm not eating this
religion into this, we're gonna be here all day and all night.
Well, it's funny that you bring up the whole religious thing. I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna hold that thought very, very carefully, because when it comes to food and religion, which mouth? This is Sunset Arcade, TKR Mornings. Booyah!
Which mouth?
I'm Gizmo. That's Francesca. This is Read It, Thread It.
Lately I've been wondering if you tell your friends who you sleep with, 'cause you know I know gentlemen. Curiosity came to get the best of me. Then you came. You took the rest of me too. 16 minutes to Salem, but I drive all night just to see that smile with that witch mouth smoked out. I'm barely even myself. It's getting hard to sleep in someone else's shade. Could it be? Just let the candle glow. If you wanna just take it slow. Whatever you wanna do, I just wanna be close to you, close to you. 16 minutes to Salem, but I drive all night just to see that smile, that rich mouth smoked out, barely even myself. It's getting hard to sleep in someone else's sheets. Could it be what I wanted wasn't meant for me? Could it be? Could it be? After all this time, she's still on my mind. 16 minutes to Salem, but I drive all night just to see that smile with that witch mouth smoked out, barely even myself. It's getting hard to sleep. Could it be what I wanted wasn't meant for me? Could it be? Could it be? After all this time, she's still on my mind. Could it be? What I wanted wasn't meant for me. Could it be? Could it be? After all this time, she's still on my mind.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
In the depths of the night, I feel your vibe. Your presence lingers, I can't deny. Your touch electrifies, ignites the fire. It takes me higher, higher. Lost in your world, I'm falling into the blue. I'm craving you.
that was the end of Read It, Read It, Thread It for Tasty Tuesdays. I feel really good, so much so I wanted to play this song again, which is also part of the Phoenix Project. What is the Phoenix Project, you ask? Well, come find us on Instagram at Totally Killer Records. Send us a message. There's a bunch of automated responses if you would like to get involved.
And get involved. I want to hear everyone's opinions from the comment section, from our conversation. What do they think? Are you vegan? We want to hear from you.
Oh yes, absolutely. And we'll be setting up tomorrow's polls and things, and some cool things coming, that is for sure. So yeah, this is Echoes of Phoenix, the song Voices Rising, which was created partly for Read It, Read It, Thread It, and to send a slightly sort of deeper message with it. Quite clever, really. Absolutely love it. Read it, read it, thread it every day, 8 a.m. But it's time now for
some hot picks.
Oh, absolutely. This is TKR Spotlight Artist, sponsored by Toronto's Musician Hub. They've got their music industry night this Friday, the 15th at 7 p.m. It is
Friday's
going
a
to be...
huge day.
It's a massive day. TGIF. Katy Perry was right when she said something. Oh, something about Fridays. And I don't know what it was.
TGIF?
Yeah. Apparently she has some beef with Rebecca Black. I don't know. But
Philosophy Friday. It's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, and then there's Kenny G, obviously, because an incredible saxophone player. We talked about the saxophone earlier. Linking it all together makes my life easier when making promos. I can sort of theme and segment across the weeks. All part of the larger hypothesis of, can this be pulled off? And yes, we can.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, because we're better together, and together we can. A brand that came from not trying to be a brand. It was an accident. It worked out nicely. It was like a oopsie moment. Like, ooh, that's cool. And we'll be getting into that tomorrow for the more musically inclined conversations for Workflow Wednesdays, where we talk all things creative and content. Now, here's where we really get clever. Because you know what I'm going to have to do? Because I did it once.
What are you going to have to do?
And I'm going to have to do it again. Because lately I've not been me. So what I'm going to do, thanks to J.R. Mason's turning back the time, I'm taking that time machine, and while you listen to One Boulevard, I'm going to go there, and up in a second is going to be an interview with Labov K. This is going to be interesting. So yeah, I'll be back from the future in a moment.
Nice.
Working through the night, always getting tired, just another day. Elbows on the table, turning on the cable, like we're moving backwards.
Doing things with other things resulting in stuff. Spreading it so smooth, flipping switches like a goddamn monkey. Don't just think you know where this rabbit hole goes. Join us on this loop. FOMO? Memo.
Don't say the wrong thing. Oh, 'cause they're watching. Feel my hands are tight. That's how it is. Don't let us break free like people before me. But is it just not right? What's on my mind? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not see the car speed. Always in the backseat. Remember me rebelling when I was a kid. She had that vibe, got that drive, but is she now awake inside of me? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not. Maybe it's the way I feel. Maybe it's the way I fake it. Only hurts if you let it. Maybe it's the way I feel. Maybe it's the way I fake it. Do you recognize me? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not me.
Oh yes, lately, I'm not me. Today's TKR Spotlight feature artist, sponsored by Toronto Musicians Hub, Labov K. And yes, that was a fascinating chat we've just had that we haven't had, but we will have, that's happened but hasn't. This is where things get complicated. Also, she has no idea that nobody had any idea what I just did. Nobody will have a clue, but trust me, it is going to be amazeballs. So, what do you think so far? Pretty cool, and also cool that I can say the name, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a break. I think you have a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I'm completely unaware of, and nobody knows what's going on, so...
Perfect, that's the way I like it. You know
whatever
what?
You gotta do.
We're going to be seeing her live on Friday, and you can see her live now, or maybe after this bit, or before the next bit. Friday, come down. It's going to be awesome. Labov K, TKR Spotlight.
Calm down.
Artist of the day. It's going to be good. No, not going to calm down. Too much fun! Well, I kind of cocked it up there. I made a boo-boo.
No.
It's all right. It's fine. That's just a sample of what it might be. But you know what? I can do some clever things in post-edit, and no one will be none the wiser. I didn't realise this was just cuts and clips from the whole live show. But yeah, I'll drop that down. I'll drop a link to the video anyway. Very excited. It's going to be good. But it's coming to the end of the show, which is a little unfortunate. So what have we learned about morally superior people, on this Tasty Tuesday?
I think that at the end of the day, we all have to realize that nobody is morally superior than anybody.
Well, Gizmo is, but we're putting this aside. We're putting me aside for the moment. We're taking me out of the equation. No,
and God. You're on the same. No, don't do that.
Me and God. No, well, I mean, it's funny you mention God because it comes down to sort of moral superiority, people being offended. So basically, Jesus, Buddha, and Allah, they walked into a bar, and the bartender already knew, considering two of them didn't drink, he didn't need to be part of the conversation. And then the three of them looked and broke the fourth wall directly at you because many of you got very tense just then, thinking that was going somewhere it wasn't. See what I did there? Because literally...
Gizmo's always on the ball today.
I'm always on the ball because let's face it, because this is CCAN Radio streaming for our community.
From
oh
Toronto.
Lord. I can't change. It's been Tasty Tuesdays. Thanks, Francesca. This has been fun. And maybe you can help me with my sugar cereal eating addiction. No? Okay.
Sorry?
Fine. I said maybe you can help me with my sugar eating addiction. My Frosties. Maybe I'm just going to have a bowl. I need an intervention. Join us tomorrow.
The Tony the Tiger and the...
Oh, yes. You know what? Join us tomorrow for Workflow Wednesdays because we're great. And call the lawyers. TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto every weekday from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Join us for laughs, music, and a whole lot more. And don't forget to enter, read it, read it, thread it, and find out more about Project Phoenix. All that this week, 7 a.m. with Francesca and Gizmo on CCAN Radio. We're better together. And together, we can.